The third data structure which I will be explaining you is this set. Okay, so in Python programming, this data structure set is denoted by using curly braces notation. Okay, for list we have square bracket, for tuple we have parenthesis, but now if you want to use this data structure set, you need to use this curly braces notation. Now this is very important point which you need to understand. In Python programming, set is an unordered collection of data values. Now what do we mean by unordered? Unordered meaning, I'll just show it to you. In tuple it is fixed that this information is available at index number 0, index number 1, index number 2, index number 3. Okay, in tuple data structure it is a fixed. That is the reason we call tuple as an ordered collection of data values, because first value is available at index number 0, index number 1, index number 2, index number 3. Same with your list. Okay, even in list it is fixed that this value available at index number 0, index number 1 and index number 2. So both these data structure, list and tuple, they are ordered collection of data values. But we have this data structure set which is considered as an unordered collection of data values. Very quickly I'll explain you this point practically, that why we call set as an unordered collection of data values. Now what is the benefit of using set over list and tuple? Set, okay, in set duplicate elements are not allowed. Okay, duplicate elements are not allowed. In a list and in tuple you can have as many duplicate element as you want, but in set it won't allow you to have duplicate elements. So if you want to deal with uniqueness, okay, or you want to know how many unique values you have in your data, then you can use this data structure set. Okay, so first of all let me explain you that how we can create a set. So here I am going to define this variable set1. This time guys you need to use square bracket notation. Okay, because in Python set is denoted by using square bracket. Here let me write some information: 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 10, 30, 50, 60. Let me make some duplicacy here, 10, 10. Okay, and now guys if I print the type of this set1, you can see that Python will say that it's a set because we are using here curly braces. Okay, now the thing is, if you print this set1, notice something guys. Okay, can you see that this set will going to give you an output like this? First of all, you can see that this output is not in a sequence. 50 is coming first, then 20, then 40, then 10, then 60, and then your 30. Okay, due to this reason we call that set is an unordered collection of data values. But one benefit has been there, that this set will going to print only the unique values, because in set duplicate values are not allowed. So what we are looking an output like this: 10, 20, 30, 40. Then it should not print this value 50, 60, then it not should print this value. But as I told you, that set is an unordered collection of data values, so this is how you will be going to get these output. Now guys, due to this iteration, indexing, slicing is not possible on your set data structure. Why? Because set is an unordered collection of data values. So in which situation you will be using this data structure set? Especially guys, if you want to know how many unique values you have in your data. Suppose you are dealing with some data, okay, and in that data you need to remove all the duplicate elements. Then you can use set data structure at that point of time, because set will allow you to have only and only unique values. All the duplicate values will be deleted, because in set duplicate elements are not allowed. Okay, now not only you can use this curly braces in Python programming, just like list and tuple, we have this inbuilt function as well named as set. Now guys, it's upon you. Either you can pass list here, either you can pass tuple here, or even you can pass this set as well. Okay, imagine that here I'm using this list 10, 20, 30, 40, 10, 30, 50. Okay, so again if I print the type of this set2, it will be treated as a set. So just like list and tuple, even you can use this inbuilt method to define a set, but most of the time we will be using these curly braces. Okay, now the thing is, in set, okay, using set, you, or let's say the point number one is, you cannot create an empty set by using curly braces. Remember, I just explained you how we can create a tuple, how we can create an empty tuple. If you remember, I just explained you how we can create an empty list. Okay, now let's talk about that. What if you want to create an empty set? Okay, so guys, if you try to create an empty set by using this information, set3 is equal to curly braces, okay, then see, when you try to check the type of this variable set3, it will be treated as a dictionary. Okay, we are going to understand the next data structure, and the name of that data structure is dictionary. Now the next data structure, dictionary, also uses this curly braces notation. So that means if you try to define an empty set like this, it's not a set. It is what, guys? It's a dictionary. So how you can create an empty set? So guys, if you want to create an empty set, please use this inbuilt function. Okay, if you wish to create an empty set, then what you need to do is you need to use this inbuilt function, and now it will be treated as an empty set. So we cannot use curly braces, because if you use curly braces, it will be treated as a dictionary. So if you are looking to create an empty set, use this. Okay, please execute this and write this point. So in Python programming, the next data structure which we have is set. It is denoted by using curly braces notation. Remember this point, that set is an unordered collection of data values, and in set duplicate elements are not allowed. So this is how you can create a set. You can use inbuilt function, and please remember, if you want to create an empty set, use this approach. Write it, and then I'll show you the benefit of using this data structure set. So here guys, you can see that set will not going to print the information in an ordered sequence. Okay, because by default set is what? It is an unordered collection of data values. So what is the benefit of using this set data structure? The benefit is quite simple. Suppose you are dealing with the data, okay, and in that data you don't want any kind of a duplicacy. Okay, you need to know how many unique values you have. So at that moment you can use this data structure set. I'll show you one practical example. Suppose guys, I am going to give you this task. You need to write a program. WAP means write a program that should print. Okay, you need to write a program for me that should print the number of unique values in a list. Okay, so let us say we have this list. Okay, I'll just create that list, my list. Okay, and here I'm going to write like this: 10, 20, 30, 10, then again 30, 40, 50, then I'll write 60, 30, and this 70. Okay, so let's say guys we have this list. Now what you need to do is you need to write a Python program for me that should print the number of unique values in a list, meaning this should be your final output like this, number of unique values. Okay, so let's count how many number of unique values we have. Unique 1 2 3, duplicate duplicate 4 5 6, duplicate and duplicate, no, unique. Okay, so total let's say we have 7 unique values here. You can count 1 2 3, it's a duplicate duplicate 4 5 6, duplicate and 7, so that means total 7 unique values we have. Okay, now how you are going to find out this number of unique values in a list? If you don't know set data structure, you will be writing your own logic. Okay, if you know the set data structure, only one line of code is more than enough. But suppose you don't know how to use set data structure, at this moment you will be writing up your own logic. Own logic means I'll just show it to you. In order to find this number of unique values, first of all here I am going to create one empty list. So you can see guys that in this empty list as of now we don't have anything. Okay, then you will be using for loop for I in my list. Okay, and within this for loop you will be writing some condition. What is the condition you are going to write? If I not in empty list. Okay, if I not in the empty list, then do one thing, please append. Okay, meaning here you are going to use empty list dot append I. Okay, so this is how you are going to write your own logic, and then at the end you will write this number of unique values. So here we write the length of empty list. Okay, and even let me print this empty list for you. Okay, so this is how you are going to write your program, and this program will gonna tell you that okay, the number of unique values you have is 7. Okay, and this is your empty list 10 20 30 40 50 60 and 70. Here you can see we don't have any kind of a duplicacy. So you can see that if you want to find out the number of unique values in a list, this program you need to write on your own. 1 2 3 4 5 6 line of code you need to write on your own. Now how this code is working, if I talk about behind the scene, it's very easy to understand. As you know that this variable will going to iterate over each and every individual element one by one. Okay, so in the first iteration, what is the value of I? In the first iteration the value of I is 10. Okay, because we have first element 10. Okay, then you are checking this condition not in. Okay, you are using this membership operator not in. So what you are doing is behind the scene you are checking if 10 does not exist in empty list. This is what you are doing behind the scene. So guys, you can see that yes, 10 does not exist in this empty list because we don't have anything inside our empty list. So that means this condition is what? This condition is becoming true. That yes, 10 does not exist in your empty list. Now you know that once the condition becomes true, Python will execute the body of if. Okay, and in this body of if, what you are doing, you are using this append method, meaning in this empty list, this value 10 you are going to add. Okay, here it completes your first cycle. Okay, now in the second iteration the value of I will become 20, so we'll just keep it 20. Now what you are doing, you are checking this. If 20 does not exist in empty list, see guys, what is our empty list? 10. Yes, you can see that still 20 also does not exist in my empty list. So the condition is true. Once the condition is true, again you are going to append the value of I. Remember I told you that append is used to insert the value at the end. So 20 will be appended here. Okay, in the third iteration the value of I will become 30. So again you are checking if 30 does not exist in empty list. See, yes, it does not exist. So again the condition is true, and again what append will do, it will end this 30 at the end. Now guys, here comes 10 into the picture. In the fourth iteration the value of I again will become 10, and again you are going to check if 10 does not exist in empty list. But here you can see 10 we have already. So guys, this condition is going to be what? This condition is going to be false. Ask yourself that what you are checking, if 10 does not exist in empty list, but 10 is already been there. So the condition is become false. Okay, and the moment when this condition become false, Python will never going to execute this line number 8, because we are writing this condition in if. So if will execute only and only if the condition is true. Same with 30. Again you are going to check if 30 does not exist in empty list. Yes, false. 30 is already been there. So Python will never going to add this 10, 30 again in your empty list. 40, yes, 40 does not exist in your empty list. So 40 will be appended, 50 will be appended, 60 will be appended, and 70 will be appended. Okay, so that is the reason we are getting this unique list: 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70. And here we are using this inbuilt method length, and it will tell you that how many elements you have in empty list. We have this 7. Okay, so this is what happened if you are not going to use set data structure. But what if you guys knows the set data structure? Only one line of code, guys. Okay, only one line of code, meaning you don't need to write your own for loop, you don't need to write this condition. Only one line of code is more than enough. How? So let me print this message: number of unique values. Okay, and here what I'm gonna do is, first of all I'll pass this list to my set data structure. Okay, what we are doing, we are passing this my list to our set data structure, so it will delete all the duplicate elements. And then guys, what you can do is you can check the length as well. Okay, you can check the length as well and see the magic when I run it. Okay, when we are going to run it, it will going to give us the same result. So the number of unique values is, okay, just wait. Okay, I need to use comma here. Now if I run it, so you can see by just writing one line of code you are getting the same result. Understood guys, that why you should know the set data structure? Because if you don't know the concept of set data structure, you are the one who is going to write your own logic. But if you know the set, can you see that the same output we are able to have by just writing one line of code? Because set is a data structure which won't allow any duplicacy. So set will going to remove all the duplicate values from your list, and then we are going to get the length. Execute these two cells. So set is a data structure which don't allow you to have the same values. Set you can use if you want to know the number of unique values in your data, the number of unique values in your list in tuple. Use it. Now guys, one common interview question I would like to discuss with you. It's a very common interview question in which they will ask you, is there any way in which you can make the set as an ordered collection just like your list and tuple? So yes, the answer is big yes. We have a library, okay, and the name of this library is ordered set. So basically what is this ordered set is, it is a combination of your list and set. Okay, this ordered set is what? It is a combination of your list and set. List will take care of the ordered collection, okay, and set will take care of the duplicacy. By default, I told you that set is an unordered collection of data values, but using this package ordered set, you can make your output as an ordered collection. So An ordered set is a mutable data structure that is a hybrid of a list and a set. Just like set, just like list and tuple, it also remembers the order of its entries, and every entry has an index number that can be looked up. If I talk about this normal set, no index number will be associated, okay, and neither it will remember the entry. That is the reason we call it as an unordered collection. But using this ordered set package, you can make your set to remember the order of its entries, and even every entry has an index number that can be looked up. Okay, so before you start using this package, we need to install it. Okay, so how you can install it, I'll just show it to you. Please add a new cell. Okay, here please add a new cell, and first of all here we are going to install this ordered set. Okay, so I will be now explaining you the concept of ordered set. Okay, and remember that ordered set is a collection, or it's a hybrid of your list and set. So first of all we need to install. Now how we can install? You need to write exclamation sign. If you are using Google Collaboratory, you need to type in this exclamation sign and here write PIP, which stands for Python installer package. Now with the help of this Python installer package, we are going to install this ordered set. So here please do not make any spelling mistake, write everything in a lowercase, ordered hyphen set. Okay, and now before you proceed, just execute this cell and it will start installing this package for you. So you can see we are getting this message, downloading ordered set version 4.1.0, and then here you can see this package has been installed successfully. So why I am teaching you this ordered set? Because set is an unordered collection, but we do have this package ordered set, using which you can make your set just work like a list or tuple. Okay, and many few people knows about this, that we have this package ordered set. So the first step is, guys, you just need to install it only once. Okay, and once you are done installing it, now you can use this. Okay, now how we can use this ordered set, I'll just explain it to you, and even I would like to show you the difference between set and the difference between this ordered set. So here, guys, I'm defining one string value. Okay, and let us say here we can write like this, abracadabra. Okay, so here, guys, you can see that so many characters we are repeating. Okay, so we are using this string abracadabra. Okay, now you know that set will going to remove the duplicacy, but the problem is set does not preserve the order of its entries, because set is an unordered collection. So that means if you apply set on this string value, you will be going to have an output like this. A will be printed out, then R, then B, then D and C. Okay, meaning we are getting the unique values, but they are not in a proper sequence. Okay, so now what if you start using this ordered set? So first of all, if you want to use this package, you need to import. So from this package, from ordered underscore set, we are going to import. Here, guys, you need to write O capital, ordered, okay, and set as capital. Okay, so before you proceed further, first you need to import this package. From ordered underscore set, import order set, and all these are reserved keywords. Here we cannot make any change, it is fixed. Here we need to write in lowercase, here O you need to type upper, and S you need to capitalize. Then once this package has been there for you, now you can start using it. Print. Now I will be using this ordered set which we have just imported. Okay, and now let me pass this string value to this ordered set. Okay, and now guys, see the difference when we run it. Let me just change the spelling. Now when we run it, so you can see that here it will going to give you the output in a proper sequence: A, then B, then R, then A is a duplicate value, okay, then C is a unique value, A is a duplicate value, then D, then A, B, R, A is a duplicate value. So here what it is doing, it is printing A, R, B, D, C, meaning no formatting. It's not preserving any entry, but now in ordered set you can see that you will be going to have your perfect result. Okay, because A is the unique, so A will be printed out. Then B is the unique, so B will be printed out. Then R is the unique, R will be printed out. A is duplicate, remove. C is unique, print. Duplicate, print, duplicate, 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 duplicate. Okay, so in Python programming, remember that you have this package ordered set, using which even you can make your set just work like a list or tuple, meaning it will now preserve all the order of entries and it will help you to make your set as an ordered collection. Okay, so here it completes our set data structure.